I gave it to the wife.
I'm sure Debbie got away over it. What?
Wait, sometimes I have one with me. I'm kidding.
I can't tell. if you look at
I
me.
don't.
I don't have my glasses on.
I would laugh though if I did actually have one.
I'm sure I do if I want to, but I don't want to.
No, I don't. I think behind them, I do not behind.
We got one of those cheap ones too, you know, the two plastic
I
pieces.
made up.
You stick it.
We can YouTube them later.
Okay.
How about a sword?
Okay, if we can call the Mchenry Township monthly meeting together for January 11th at 7:01 p.m. With pledge allegiance, let's go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Okay. Roll call.
I have nothing to read down.
Supervisor Barla,
Here.
trustees Shaver,
Here.
Yeager,
Here.
Macredo,
Here,
Vandenagel,
Here.
all present.
Administrator,
Yeah, I'll have to go.
next to Deb, I can't.
Are those the folders?
What are you looking
The
for?
folder's supposed to read.
Oh,
For the bills.
I forgot to bring them.
No, that's the clerk.
Want to point that out a little louder.
I'm busy.
Minor details.
I ain't saying a word.
It's not the first time or the last.
Don't we know that?
That hardly ever happened. Give me a break. Give you a break.
I know I already signed them.
Checks in the mail.
I love you. There's one other one who can't.
Any public comment?
Yeah, I have one.
Well, go ahead.
You gotta wait till Gary comes back.
Sorry, I didn't
No,
know.
you're fine. Here you go.
Thank you.
There's three here. Thank you. Okay. What's number 2 on the list? I don't have it coming into memory.
Number 2 is still public comment.
Oh, public comment for number 2. No public comment, or
Well, if I
we
may
can, sure.
suggest, up on the website for the McHenry County Gov section.
Just do me one favor.
Yeah.
Would you please announce who you are and where you live?
Okay, Carl Kaminsky, Johnsburg.
Thank you.
If you can tie in or let people know, there is the frequent asked questions up on the website, a tab that you can click on that explains the referendum that's going to be on the spring ballot for the mental health board tax levy, or sales tax. But that is up and
It
running.
answers those questions?
You know,
Did
if-
the answers, okay.
yeah, and if you have questions that aren't there, please, forward them to the administration office, and they'll answer and get them up there, because if you've asked it, I'm sure other people would want to know too. That's it. I'm done.
Great. Thank you. Okay, number 3 is the approval of the minutes.
No, I haven't come.
Oh, okay.
I'm extremely disappointed, and I'm not sure if I was more angry or hurt about the decision on the Christmas party that excluded the 4 trustees and myself. I thought it was very hurtful, very cruel. You know, and I really think that, especially the trustees, they do all of this stuff. They don't get paid a dime. The least they could have done is enjoyed it part of the celebration for the Christmas party. I thought we were all part of the township. Obviously, we're not. So That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
I'd like to add to that. As we talked over the phone, Dan, you know that I agree totally with what you said, and it is. But a supervisor is in total right to do it the way he did it.
I
I explained
agree.
that to you.
I understand
And
that.
we should just honor that, and it's the way it is.
Thank you. Okay, any more public comment? Approval of meeting minutes. Approval for the regular meeting from December 14th, 2023.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we got a motion from trustee Shaver, a second from trustee Macrito. Any comments? I have one. The adjustment on the bottom for the link to the YouTube
It was
has been
done.
corrected.
It was done, it was corrected.
Okay. Perfect. Go ahead, I guess, all those in favor of the meeting minutes, if there are no more comments? All those say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Motion for approval of the receipts and bills for the town fund? I'm not sure who I ended up giving that.
I didn't realize I got that one. Sorry about that. We, the undersigned members of the Mchenry Township Board of Trustees, certified that we have this 11th day of January 2024 examined and audited the amounts due for the items specified in the claims attached and hereby authorized payments of the same. Total bills to be approved, none. Total bills to be approved, $10,318.34. Total bills paid prior to audit, $30,437.40. Total to be approved, $40,755.74. Total receipts, $12,832.13. Make a motion to approve the town fund
And pay the bills.
and pay the bills.
Yeah, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on any of those bills? Okay, will the clerk call the roll, please? No discussion.
Supervisor Barlow?
Yes.
Trustees Shaver?
Yes.
Yeager?
Yes.
Macrito?
Yes,
Bendigo?
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Item number 5 is the motion for the general road and bridge.
We, the undersigned members of the Mchenry Township Board of Trustees, certify that we have this day, this 11th day of January 2024, examined and audited the amounts due for the items specified in the claims attached and hereby authorized payments of the same. Total reimbursements to be approved, 0. Total bills to be approved, $27,442.39. Total bills paid prior to audit, $10,128.89. Total to be approved, $37,571.28. Net receipts, $21,496.99. I make a motion that we approve and pay these bills.
Do I have a second on Mark's, on trustee
Second.
here? Okay. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, will the clerk call the roll, please?
Supervisor Barlow?
Yes.
Trustees Shaver?
Yes.
Yeager?
Yes.
Macrito?
yes,
Bendigo?
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Okay. Item number 6 is motion for approval of receipts and bills from permanent hard road.
We, the undersigned members of the Mchenry Township Board of Trustees, certify that we have this 11th day of January 2024 examined and audited amounts due for the items specified in the claims attached and hereby authorized payments of the same. Total reimbursements to be approved, $0. Total bills to be approved, $19,803.06. Total bills paid prior to audit, $26,618.25. Total to be approved, $46,421.31. Total receipts, $6,603.72. I make a motion that we approve and pay these bills.
Second.
Any discussion? If no discussion, will the clerk please call the roll?
Supervisor Barlow?
Yes.
Trustees Shaver?
Yes.
Yeager?
Yes.
Macrito?
yes,
Bendigo?
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Okay. Item number 7 is fund transfers. There are no fund transfers this month. Any new business this month? I don't see any listed. Number 10, we need number 9.
Yes.
New math.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, it is.
Item 10 on the list is old business, discussions in regards to the gravel pit.
The only reason it's still wanted that on there, Gary,
Yep.
the group, there's a former group in the, I forget the district they're now, and they're actually meeting in the township, West Green Hills, once a month now, and I forget what day of the week it is. But they're really, they can hire a lawyer, blah, blah, ways. I just want everyone to know that they're really starting to build up some steam. So I really had about it, so everyone, bring everyone up to date.
I think last time I checked, the agendas for zoning and planning of the county, it's not in front of the county.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Proposed agenda items for next month. May come back to that later.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Supervisor report. So, I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to look at it, but I kind of wanted to walk through it. The first item on there is the paid leave act for all workers. That is, if you haven't seen it, there's a poster that was required to be posted in the public areas of the township for the employees. Essentially what happens, it's required by law. So we have a couple employees, not many, that qualify under this program. Essentially a worker earns 1 hour of paid leave for 40 hours of work. So if you have a part-time person working 20 hours, he has to work 40 hours to get, so it would be 2 days essentially to get 1 hour of pay, up to 40 hours. If we have an employee who just started this year, meaning January 1st, he would earn 1 hour for every 40 hours. He wouldn't get, he could use what he's accrued, but the total 40 hours wouldn't be accrued until somewhere in October, based on the math that goes with it. So I may be wrong on that month, but essentially we've only got, I think there's one employee in the assessor's office that I can think of, and one part-timer that would qualify for that, because it now covers both full and part-time employees.
Well, the full-timers already have it, is that what you're saying?
Correct. The full-timers are covered under our vacation policy. After the first year, they get a week, so they get 40 hours. So that first year they're here, they're under that program. Then the second year, they begin using our vacation policy. You are correct.
This does not go in addition to the vacation policy. This is.
No, it's not in addition to.
So in general, if the company offers vacation, sick time, etc., this does not apply. This is for people that otherwise wouldn't have earned any sort of leave.
Correct. It's, yeah, they wouldn't have had a part-timer that had no vacation, correct.
Gotcha.
And a full-time person in their first year, I believe they get some personal days.
They do.
I'd have to quote the manual, but other than there's no vacation until after the first day, after the first year.
I gotta get a job in the city township.
Okay, Senior Services Grant Commission, just wanted to let you know, attended another meeting last month, and it looks like we're going to be approved for for $24,000 to go towards our transportation program. So that award, hopefully, what I believe is the county has their meeting next Tuesday, and that will be awarded retroactive back to December 1st. So that's good. The senior service, we had a motor issue where a part on the lifter broke off, and the way it breaks, it rubs on the camshaft and flattens the lobe. So you have to do a whole top end on the motor to replace the camshaft. We're investigating costs right now. So hang on to your shorts for that one. That was not going to be
Which piece of
cheap.
equipment is that?
You're gonna start with a 10.
Which piece of equipment?
That's a bus from Pace,
I didn't
released
know.
from Pace.
On the bus,
It's gonna start with a 10.
Yeah.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I can negotiate it down. We'll see.
Is for a Pacebook?
Pace bus, correct.
Aren't they warranted?
No. No, I went through our agreement, and our agreement is $400 a month, and it's like a triple net real estate lease. You're responsible for everything.
who signed that?
I did.
No, I understand, I get it.
We've already been on the phone with Pace several times, trying to, we did get them to lift $100 a month while the bus is down, so we're not paying for that. They are going to give us a replacement bus at $100 a month while we get the
Fix the other
repair.
bus,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we can't even give the bus back in the shape that it's in. We have to get it repaired to give it back.
Oh, really?
Correct.
Yeah.
So my
Part
other,
of the
It's part of the
agreement.
contract.
yeah,
Is it insured?
What?
Is the bus insured?
I don't believe that we have to
Just
check
do a
our
show
insurance
for
to see
insurance.
if that's covered. I
Most of
think
the time that's not covered.
we don't have any bus mechanical insurance. I'm sure we have liability insurance.
We have liability, I don't think we have mechanical, no.
Yeah, the drivetrain isn't covered.
Because we have to send.
Driving somewhere leave.
Yeah.
I was
so-
just kidding. Right?
We're getting, well, I'm not, that was a good idea.
Anything to save money.
At this point, yeah.
And we saved a ton by not owning them, so.
Yeah, so, also coming up in January is, you've heard me talk about this before, the survey's done. I have to get a quick couple sentences together to put in the envelope. What we're gonna do is pass them out on the bus and ask them to send them back so that it's a little more private. They can spend the time to fill them out at home. And then, today I was at the Community Foundation of Mchenry County for a transformational grant. This goes back to forming a partnership or essentially a partnership with Hebron, Richmond, and Burton to grow the transportation out here in this corridor. So that's an opportunity for a $75,000 grant, which could be renewed for 3 years. We're still trying to figure out what that looks like, so I don't have any information as to what that looks like and how the money would be used yet. I need to meet with those folks and determine what we're going to do. So that's something we're investigating, and the LOI is due back in February 19th. So we got a little bit of time. Decennial Committee, I've been going back through all the information and trying to update the report as best I can based on the information or guidance by TOI. What I'd like to do is hold a meeting, maybe, I don't know how long it would take, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just to kind of go through. And the items that are listed here in my report are the items that just want to make sure that you guys have had an opportunity to review those. And if there's any questions, get them to me, and then we can go through. And because all the report is asking is that we have read them or looked at them and made sure. And if there's anything you noted in there about inefficiencies or efficiencies, we can include that in the report. Hail damage that we had last couple years ago, all the stuff is done, the punch list is done, so that's wrapping up, that's completed. The town park, the playground, I think after last meeting, we wrapped the ribbon around it, and it's closed, it's done, it's cooked. We got a report back that states that it's not safe to use anymore. So I've also completed a CDBG grant and turned it in on January 4th for approximate amount of $292,000 to replace the park equipment. So we're working through that right now. No set plan, we don't have the configuration to share with you at this time. We're still continuing to work through that. I'm also looking for additional ways to get additional grant monies, not only from CDBG, but we've all heard that the park equipment folks have grants that have, so I'm trying to find and work with those folks. And that's that. So Community Foundation, I just talked about that one. If you want to put this in your calendars, St. Patrick's Day, seniors, March 7th, 11:30 here at the Town Hall, working with Senior Services Associates to put on the St. Patrick's Day party. So 11:30 is that date. What else do I got on here? Well, also in brief conversation, we just, the request that Trustee McCreadle made before regarding a butterfly garden. There we're looking for space, so beyond the garden, out kind of towards the back center field of the one field in that area, we'll go ahead and plant some milkweed for butterflies out there.
It's a good spot for it.
Yep. And I think that's about it as far as I got on my report, unless you have any questions. Oh, the key thing, the big one, budget. The budget's obviously being worked on. We need dates. You guys, when do you want workshops on?
I'm available 24/7.
Look at you go.
Well,
You guys think we'll have just 2 meetings again?
it might take longer this time.
I'm just asking.
When is the,
When's it due?
yeah, when is the due date?
Oh, not till
Oh, the due date is,
June?
later than that, is it not?
good question, sometime after.
Sometime after the first.
I want to say it's May.
So didn't we have it done, didn't we do like March and April last year, or February and March last year?
I think we
We
February,
did
March.
February, March last year, so it's approved for the new budget year.
Yeah, but you asked when it was due. It's-
So, and we did 4, I think we did 4 last year.
No,
I
I
thought
think
it
it
was
took
really
us
No,
that
it was
many,
just-
did it?
it was
That
only
was 2 years ago.
That's 2 years ago, right?
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm losing time.
So we were pretty
here.
efficient last year.
Well,
This
it's
year's gonna
be
even more
harder.
efficient, we
This
want to
year's
do it in
gonna be harder.
one.
It is.
We could have the town one, you want the assessor at the same one?
We probably should do the assessors separately because there'll be total different questions there.
Yeah.
That's totally your guys' call, that's why, I don't know how many meetings you want to do and at what time.
The only reason I say the assessors differently, from my opinion, is we have management we need to talk about there. And that's gonna affect her budget.
Okay, that's fine,
Do you want
however
to do
you
them the
guys
same night that we
wanna.
have the meeting, or do you want to do it 2 nights before? I think we didn't do them the same night as the meeting last
I
time.
thought we did.
No, because
It was
they were
separate
long
meetings.
meetings.
Yes, they were separate
They were
meetings.
definitely
They
separate.
were separate meetings.
Yeah, maybe like the Tuesday before the meeting.
I think that's
It
what
could
we did.
be,
Like I say, I'm available, it does not matter to me.
whatever works for you guys. You just need to let me know,
So you're looking at
like February
February
6th.
8th is the second Thursday. The first is on the, so it would either have to be Tuesday the 6th or the Tuesday after the 13th is the second Tuesday in February.
How about the 6th?
February 6th? What time?
6.
6th.
At 6 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
budget
let's do
will-
from last year, we'll get
We're
out
gonna
of
go
it.
through, and you wanna do the assessor's budget then?
I just said we should do that separate. We can do them all start.
Unless you think your budget's gonna be ready by then we can do the township first and then Mary's.
Yeah, I think we can have ours done.
We can, they both can be
Yeah,
done,
both
because
can
she
be
has
done.
to have hers handed in to him by February 1st.
Yeah.
Well, then let's do hers first.
January 31st.
Okay, so,
Assessor on the 6th.
Well, can we get copies of the budget, proposed budget before the meeting?
Yes, that would be great.
Yes, I'm working on it already. The only thing you're gonna wanna remember, and I will put it in an email to remind you, is that, the year-to-date numbers, you know, are just
Right.
gonna be constantly
In
changing.
the big paper again?
There's a flow.
All right, so if
Better
Mary's
process.
available, you'll do Mary. If not, then you'll do us, and I will let you know, I'll find out.
You want to do just as well as I do. You have the bigger paper, correct?
Pardon me?
I'll
The
shoot you
bigger
an email,
paper so
you
we
the
can
bigger
work with
paper.
them?
Just kidding.
If I'm
he'll come
out.
in and
Thank
pick
you.
it up.
Do we just want to schedule one now, or want to schedule 2 now?
Why don't we just schedule the next one too,
Is
just
this
in case
again,
we.
we'll go from there.
So March, the first Tuesday is the 5th, the second Tuesday is the 12th.
And our meeting is the second Thursday?
Yeah,
Is
which is
the
the
So just make it
14th.
the second, make it the Tuesday, 2 days before the regular meeting.
So the 12th.
We in February or March?
So now what are
March.
we doing on the 12th?
March 12th
Why
at
are we on
6.
February?
Because we're doing February 6th.
Oh, in March, okay.
We know it's going to take more than one meeting.
Thank you for the enlightenment.
You're welcome. Glad I can help.
What day in March should we choose?
March 2nd, or March 12th at 6.
Well, no, you're gonna wanna do it in February, and then
Yes.
if you wanna do another one, you'll do it the same one in March, and you can approve it then, because you have to have it posted for.
Right, so we're gonna do
But in
February
case there's
6th.
We're just trying to get 2 dates down
Yeah.
for the 2 months.
True, but in case there's a delay, Deb, how far out can we push it?
If there's a delay, I believe you can push it out until May.
We do, I thought the old board got a way later than that.
We're not on
No.
board.
I understand that.
I
but
think it has to be approved within the first quarter of your fiscal year. So
Sure about that.
the latest they could have pushed it out to would have been June 30th.
Okay, that's good to know.
So February 6th, March 12th
Yes,
are the 2 dates.
yes.
If we need more, we'll discuss.
6 o'clock.
Got it, done. Next.
And once she gets you the information, you have an opportunity to review it. If you can get the questions back to us so that we can review them, so we
Yeah,
can have
the-
answers,
Right,
that would
then
be
I
better
can
than
have
trying to.
answers and details for you
Yeah.
prior to meeting.
Yep. I don't have anything else, unless anybody has any questions for me on my report.
We're down to the,
On the playground
Yeah.
piece. So, if I remember correctly, the one proposal that we saw was like 130,000.
Correct.
Let's say hypothetically you get approved for the CDBG grant for 290,000, and maybe the manufacturer finds other things. That money would be specific to being playground funds, right?
Correct.
So like, would we then just go more extravagant and try to spend all the money and just do more with the playground stuff? Or do we just say, hey, we didn't need all this money, we'll give some back, or how does that work?
you really wouldn't spend the money if they gave it to you, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying we should if they give it to us.
Yeah. They get the
No,
best
so,
perk ever.
yeah, we've already had to submit a budget to CDBG. So all the money would be spent based on the research that we've done so far to be able to submit the LOI and the application. See, we're up against the chicken or the egg thing here. That $291,000, there is a plan behind it, but is it gonna be the final plan? Probably not. Because in the budget, I'll just be straightforward with you, in the budget, we have to use $80,000 of the money that's been set aside for parks.
The
And then-
money we set aside last year.
Correct. So there's 291,
Plus the-
well, actually, 291, I'd have to go back and refresh my memory on the paperwork, but
Have to look at the paperwork.
yeah, there's, the way the budget breaks down is, we've already trimmed off some of the fat out of that, meaning that we're gonna do some of the work ourselves, we believe. We're
Right.
working with an organization down at the state that is helping us on sourcing playground equipment through a company that does have some, they do bring some money to the table. So essentially, that $291,000 would be the all-encompassing number, and that's what we submitted for. So essentially, if, I believe the way it works, is that we do have skin in the game,
Right.
but if we trim the project down to $291,000, we wouldn't have to spend all of our $80,000 either.
Now, when you say
Correct.
we have to spend the 80,000, though, I thought.
No,
that
we
was
don't have to
left-
spend the 80, because that's our money.
I was gonna say, that was left in contingency funds, but
Right.
not specifically earmarked to playground, but we said like, okay, that's what it's really intended for.
Yes.
So we don't
No,
have
it's
to spend
earmarked.
that. That could go back into the budget for some other.
Yeah, as soon as I have some more details on how this works and whether we're gonna get the grant, I can share more details with you on the budget. Well, I can send you the budget. I mean, it's probably gonna change.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, it was just one we had to put together to
Yeah.
get it submitted.
The only other comment, and I know we discussed this at either last meeting or meeting before, I forget which already, the illegal immigrant situation with the buses. I know Johnsburg clarified it, so did the city of McHenry. Me and Carl went to city of McHenry's meeting. I couldn't make Johnsburg.
So I've had a phone call with Chairman Bueller at the county, and we've received information that essentially all the unincorporated area of McHenry County, they have a process in the emergency management area where they will, once notified, they have arrangements for buses and things of that nature. they will take care of it from there.
The county one.
Yes,
On county
On the county dime, I'm assuming.
property, not non-city property.
Well, correct, yeah, the unincorporated
the
area. of the township.
unincorporated area
Yeah, the
of
township.
the county, which includes the township.
Correct.
Yeah, the city of McHenry, the village of Johnsburg, the village of
They're all-
Ringwood, they all have their own municipal boundaries and, yeah, so,
That's
no,
making
but
sure we're covered.
I talked to Chairman Bueller last week. He called me back and, he went through that with me. I can't remember, Christensen is the director of the
David.
yeah, and, so we've been in contact with them and understand what the plan is and what we're to do to execute.
Any question I have? I'll make a motion to adjourn.
No questions on the assessor's report?
Have assessor, highway,
There is no assessor report
Okay.
in the highway commissioner report. It was in your packet, so you have any questions, you can contact him, email him.
No executive session. Board member comments?
I do have one question.
Yep.
As you mentioned the decennial thing, obviously you wanted to have a meeting on that, but wasn't there some obligation that we had to meet a certain number of times with that larger group overall?
Correct. It's 2.
Or was it just twice?
Yeah, we're already one ahead. I think the total was 3, but you have to meet twice. You have the recommended outline from TOI that I'm recommending we follow.
Yeah.
I'm also waiting for a new report. The gentleman who writes the report is updating his report in February. So once we get that will get included as an addendum to our report. He goes through all about township efficiencies and things of that nature. That old report is in your information I gave you at the beginning also.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we'll probably do that 6:15. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. We'll do that before the board meeting. But it's just kind of
Before the
checking through.
February board meeting,
Yes,
you're gonna wanna get me that.
February 8th. That's what it says right here.
Second page.
I'll talk to you. I know where you
Talk to
sit.
me?
I know where you sit. Okay, any other comments?
I wanted to present the township administrator a bottle of wine that I could bring to the Christmas party. Here's a bottle of wine, Deb.
All
Thanks.
right. Okay, motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned at
7:30.
What was the date of the
7:33.
So it's second page, February 8th.
February 8th. It's before the next board.
Oh, so you wanna do it at 6:15?
That was pretty quick.
Yeah.